Hey fight fans, welcome back to the Fight Book. Today again we have 9 new fight announcements plus some interesting news from the big fights that you all have been waiting for. So without wasting any time, let's start the video in chronological order, and just like every day we are gonna start this video with the UFC fight announcements. First, there are 2 fights added on UFC Vegas 107 May 31st card, headlined by Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. Both are welterweight bouts. First is Oban Elliott, who is currently 3-0 in the UFC, will return against Ramiz Brahimaj, while Andreas Gustafsson will make his UFC debut against Jeremiah Wells. Both are welterweight bouts. Then a fight added on June 14th UFC Atlanta card, and it is a middleweight bout where Cody Brundage will return against currently undefeated 8-0 Mansoor Abdul Malik. Brundage is on a 2-fight unbeaten streak since losing to Bo Nickel, while Abdul Malik is 2-0 in the UFC. Then 2 fights are added on UFC Nashville, Tennessee card on July 12th. These are the first fight announcements for this card. First is a women flyweight bout where former title challenger Lauren Murphy will return against Eduarda Moura. Then a women's strawweight bout where Fatma Klein and Melissa Martinez will fight each other to get the second UFC win. This card is rumored to be headlined by Derek Lewis versus Talishan Teixeira. Then official fight announcements from the UFC ends here, but we have some news from the big potential fights, and first one is Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev 2. Magomed Ankalaev hinted the Alex Pereira rematch will be going down in Chicago this August. This date aligns with UFC 319 card. The next fight, which is rumored, it is Caio Borralho versus Nasruddin Imavov. Caio Borralho has previously revealed that he has a date and opponent for his next fight, but he can't reveal anything just yet. But Nasruddin Imavov posted on Instagram saying getting ready for what it seems to be an upcoming fight. So there is how Caio Borralho versus Nasruddin Imavov rumors spread, but there is no solid news about this fight yet. Then we have Justin Gaethje, who wants to fight Islam Makhachev in June if the UFC doesn't go with Topuria. And Alexander Volkanovski is also still eyeing a future rematch against Ilia Topuria. And last news from the UFC is about Petr Yan versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Petr Yan called out Umar Nurmagomedov for either June 21st card in Baku or July 26th card in Abu Dhabi. And Umar Nurmagomedov responds accepting the challenge for October card in Abu Dhabi, but Petr Yan wants to fight in June or July, so he hopes there will be a worthy challenger for June or July. Now from the boxing world, we have 4 official fight announcements, 2 of them title fights. First is Keyshawn Davis is set to defend his lightweight title versus Edwin De Los Santos on June 7th in his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia. High quality first title defense for Keyshawn. De Los Santos gave Shakur Stevenson all he could handle in November 2023. Yesterday, reports told us that Edwin De Los Santos wanted more than $200,000 to fight Keyshawn Davis in a title fight, and Top Rank was not willing to increase De Los Santos' purse. But today, this fight is officially announced, which means either De Los Santos has agreed for $200K or maybe Top Rank has increased De Los Santos' purse. Anyway, another title fight which is announced is a cruiserweight title fight where WBA and WBO cruiserweight champion Gilberto Ramirez will defend his titles for the second time against WBA number 1 contender Uniel Dorticos. Ramirez is riding a 3-fight win streak after losing to Dmitri Bivol, and Dorticos is also riding a 3-fight win streak, all with knockouts after losing his title in 2020. Third fight which is announced is a heavyweight bout that is added on Kuneberry's Land of the Brave card on May 24th, headlined by Josh Taylor versus Iko Asuman. WBO number 2 ranked English heavyweight 20-year-old Moses Itauma will be looking to improve his record to 12-0 by beating Mike Balogun in a showcase bout. His promoter Frank Warren revealed that Itauma have laid out their plans for the year in order to set up a heavyweight world title fight in 2026. He revealed that Itauma wants to fight at least 3 or 4 times before fighting for a world title. So those who were expecting Itauma in big fights are not gonna see it very soon. Then the last official fight in the boxing world is Chris Cyborg's return into the boxing ring against Precious Harris McCary. Cyborg is currently 4-0 and she will be fighting in the co-main event of Scott Coker's promotion Fight Night 3 in San Jose, California. Other than these official fight announcements, the Triple BOFC have officially ordered an immediate rematch between David Ediale and Jaime TKV for the British heavyweight title after their fight ended in a controversy this past Saturday. And for the Virgil Ortiz fans who were hoping for a world title fight for Virgil Ortiz in his next bout are also going to be disappointed, as his promoter Oscar De La Hoya revealed that Golden Boy Promotion is planning a homecoming fight for Virgil Ortiz in Dallas against a top 10 contender, and then Virgil Ortiz Jr. will be fighting for a world championship. Then there is Jake Paul, who revealed that Gervonta Davis was scheduled to be his next opponent, and Paul stated that he will likely fight Gervonta Davis in the near future, provided if he wins the Lamont Rose Jr. rematch. Paul also revealed that on July 11th, Amanda Serrano will become the highest paid female athlete in the history of all sports. Serrano is currently the highest paid female athlete in the boxing, but now in her trilogy against Katie Taylor, she will become the highest paid female athlete in all sports. And then lastly, from the boxing world, Mauricio Suleiman has said that Dmitri Bivol rejected an $8 million offer to defend his undisputed light heavyweight title against David Benavidez next. Suleiman claimed that Bivol made around 2 to 3 million in fighting Petr Yan, but Eddie Hearn revealed that that was not true, and Dmitri Bivol is making way more money than $8 million in his Petr Yan trilogy fight.
Dmitri Bivol was offered 8 million, so what? He's made more than that for his fights as part of Petr Yan.
And then the last news from this video in the non-boxing, non-UFC section, GFL has cancelled its first 2 events scheduled for May 24th and May 25th in Los Angeles, headlined by Uriah Faber versus Renan Barao and Tony Ferguson versus Dylan Dennis. There are serious doubts about the future of the promotion, and it doesn't look like they will hold an event for real. Share your thoughts on this GFL promotion, and if you had ever think that they will really hold an event, or you are sure that this is a fake promotion. Give your feedback in the comment section. That is necessary for my motivation, and then you can do whatever you want.